And it's that time where we have tea and bring you the biggest entertainment stories. This is Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa, where the big stories live. I'm Toke Makinwa, and as always, I'm not here alone. I'm here with a familiar duo, Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunkeye. And we also have here in the studio with us our very own Bukky November, who's also here to discuss her interview with a major Nollywood actress. So Bukky's here on the program. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's start with you, Bukky. You know, we've not had you on Tea Time in forever, since last year.
4 years.
4 years ago, I know. So for anyone who is watching and doesn't know, Bukky used to be our social media expert on Tea Time, and she used to bring us all of the trending stories on social media. So
she still has her own show on Plus TV Africa called Plus Trending. So if you want to see anything entertaining apart from Tea Time, please tune into
whatever
Plus
is trending. Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's talk about your interview. It's already making a lot of waves. I think I should call it the second version of because Elsie had an interview with her as well. So we talked about that. What's different, with Elsie's and yours? What's different?
So Elsie's interview was more of the professional side of her life. So basically her foundation, her life as an actress, so the business side, I'll call it, or the professional side. Mine was or is more of the family side of it. The
personal details.
Yeah, so basically the war between her and her ex-husband, the battle for custody for her child, so that side of it, because she's been dropping hints on social media regarding the problems they have or they had, and
they have.
Yeah, well, they still do have it. So, so my interview covers that side of the conversation, basically answering the questions people have been asking on social media.
Did you enjoy the interview?
It was amazing. I enjoyed it because
she was forthcoming.
Yes, you don't know of the full story until you see the other side of it. So people just see her, so this troublemaker, this woman who just likes to rant, they have different perceptions of her.
Okay,
but don't you think that's just very contradictory in the sense that people see one side of it, but we've been seeing only one side of Tonto?
Okay, guys, you know what? I think you should answer that question later. Let's quickly show the viewers what you actually have in store for them. So take a quick look at this clip that we have of the interview with Tonto Dikeh.
2018. That's the first time he ever gave me money for his son. I'm doing this because I want to clarify a lot of things. The day I found out for real that he was Yahoo, I went in and saw my son's father, unbelievably, sitting down in the middle of red candles. The first birthday, nothing. Second birthday, nothing. Third year birthday, nothing. These are the only piece of that a father has given to a 3-year-old son. In fact, he did not even contest the custody battle. Then I asked him one thing. I said, how can you sit down in this court and not contest a custody battle? Because you said I was on drugs. I told you she was a regular visitor. She was, in fact, every day I would open my door, she was there. I married her, I married the boy. The father of my son cannot come within 5 feet to my son if I don't have somebody I trust there.
Wow, that looks really.
I married her, I married the boy.
Oh, yeah, the boy, right?
Yeah, he's such a boy.
Okay, all right, so if I back to your question, you were asking her something.
Yes,
before.
because you were saying we've been seeing the negative side of Tonto Dikeh, and basically she's been the one doing the talking all over social media, even though they've been having a back and forth. But I feel like this is still one-sided. I think it wouldn't be complete till we get Churchill in the building.
Okay, yeah, we should get him in the building. But then what she did was she answered the questions that she gave her response to his interviews. So he's not had a video interview. So what he's had a written interview. So what she did was answer or give her side of each story he told during his interviews. And they were mind-blowing. I didn't see the Yahoo part coming. Like, it was huge because people see him as a philanthropist. He helps people at all. It is difficult to sell the Yahoo story because even to me, after the interview, I still watched what we did and I'm like, I find it hard to believe because I see the guy's picture on Instagram, I see what he's done, and I'm like, how do you take Yahoo and put there?
How do you marry the two together?
It doesn't add up, you know?
Okay, all right. One of the things that I quickly want to talk about, you know, is the fact that she said that he used to be a gardener for... His dad. Oh, okay. Yeah, but he lied.
Liberian. He was Obasanjo's Liberian. His father was Obasanjo's gardener.
Yes, but that's not the lie that he told Tonto. That's what I'm saying.
No, he told her that he was Obasanjo's son.
There you go then. Okay, so I'm going to ask a very funny question because I feel like if you're dating somebody, you should know everything about their life. They courted for a while, in as much as he may have lied about a lot of things, but there's something called investigation. We always find out about our partner.
You know what, Ife, sorry to cut in. We will come back and you get to ask your question once again, but let's watch the second promo. Maybe this will, you know, give us more, you know, insight. Absolutely. So let's take a quick look at the next clip of the interview with Tonto Dikeh.
He had a sexual problem. He has a premature ejaculation. And it's a very shameful thing, a man that can spend up to 10 seconds inside a woman. This man said that we did not have a wedding. When I can prove to you that we had almost 200 and something people in attendance.
Wedding.
But it's okay, Churchill. We didn't have a wedding because you didn't contribute to the wedding.
What were the qualities that attracted you to him?
The only quality I saw were all the lies. So the first day I met him, he told me that he was Obasanjo's son. His father was a gardener for Obasanjo. The house that I lived with this guy was a rented apartment. These are conversations between I and the agent. He never told me he did Yahoo. My pregnancy was not something I ever wanted to keep. Domestic violence was something that was real, was always there in my relationship. Churchill, you have a daughter, not even a courtesy, to say, you know what, let me celebrate my daughter on her birthday. But you want to celebrate my son because I am a celebrity, and you say you don't want me for my clouting? Yes. My problem is, you don't do for your son. Don't discredit the woman who does it.
Wow, that was another hot part of the interview. Yeah. It's very, very exclusive.
Very.
And there was a lot of revelation as well.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, all right, before I ask any more, I think Ife didn't get a chance to conclude his question earlier.
Yeah, basically asking about, so Ife asked me about what the relationship with the father was, or the gardener issue. Was that the question?
No, I was actually asking about the fact that they
the lies,
courted for a while. So
so why didn't she get those investigations?
That's
why she's very upset now, I think, because she only discovered later.
Who is to blame? She is to blame.
From the interview, they didn't cut for that long.
Okay, so she said they cutted for like 7 months. But the truth is, when I've been unfortunate to meet a couple of liars, not even relationship based, like generally.
And people lie because they want to get married.
When they lie, there are some lies they tell you that you really wouldn't. Especially when this person took you to Obasanjo, you understand, and then you met the man,
exactly.
And then he tells you all these stories, and they seem to add up.
Yes.
But then
if
she said
something. If I take you to my father, would you know if I am introducing you to my father? But if I take you to a family friend who is very close and is very elderly, would you be able to tell the difference between my father and my family friend? Would you?
I should be able to tell the difference, but in this situation, she actually said it straight up that they saw him, but there was no. There are different kinds of people. You know, there are some people that will hug you, welcome you. There are some people that they are straight up, hi, what's up, what's going on, and then they are good. So it's difficult, and she's never met Obasanjo for real. Like she's never been close to him, so she wouldn't be able to know. But she said something very profound. She said she was already pregnant. When this, so there was little she could do.
So she accepted the lie.
She accepted the thing she heard, saying, you know what, he can't be the devil. You understand? He begged me to keep this pregnancy. He wants me in his life. So she was so sure that everything was okay.
So all of the red flags that were waving at her, she decided to let go because of the pregnancy.
And then being Obasanjo's son, and then you were living with a man who is Obasanjo's son, the former president of Nigeria, one of the major political icons, and you were paying the bills, and you were living in a rented apartment. I mean, those are not red flags.
She didn't know the apartment was rented because
until later.
So much. So people need to tune in to watch by 11:30 to know what she said, and maybe defend her if you want to and answer your first question. But I think we'll have to have this conversation on afternoon tea time.
Okay.
When everybody has seen the full interview, and then Bukky won't have to be defending.
All right, guys.
She did a good job already to give us the exclusive.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. We're going on a quick break. When we return, we'll be bringing you all of the latest entertainment news. Don't miss it.
do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Now 2,500 they pay.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time and we're about to bring you the main entertainment stories this morning. And we're starting with Toke Makinwa, who calls out Bovi over a joke about her body parts. Okay, so Elsie, you want to go first? Okay, Ife.
First of all, Toke Makinwa, being an entertainer, being in the industry, should know that these comedians make jokes about very prominent people such as the president. Like, I even want to share a joke Bovi said recently.
Okay.
He said Obasanjo came. I said Obasanjo because it's Tonto Dikeh. He said Buhari, his last visit to Lagos, he was in traffic for over 2 hours, and then the man did not even know when he said, "Oh my God, what type of country is this?"
Oops.
Do you understand? That was something Bovi said about the president. Now, you're comparing yourself to other people that these people make. They even make jokes about people sitting in the crowd. So if he's talking about your implants and whether he has a problem with it, it's just a joke. The same way you guys were trying to defend the fact that Chris Rock was making a joke about Whitney Houston, and then they should know that it's just a joke. So I think it's just a joke, and then she went overboard. But a lot of people are saying, "Oh man, this is just publicity stuff. We know you guys are friends," because Bovi and Toke, they're actually friends.
Yeah,
so.
because she actually posted another picture after she did this one recently, saying she doesn't know how to tell a joke. So obviously, I think it was a joke because she posted the picture of her.
So I think it was basically a joke, and then they were just trying to just, like people should go and watch the Bovi Man on Fire. It was, to me, it was just all business strategy. So, but if she was serious about this, then maybe she needs to
reconsider,
work out sense of humor.
Okay, yes, I think. All right, Elsie, on that note, what do you have to say?
I know they are cool, she and Bovi, but I don't know how cool. Yeah, I mean, all these people, once you have, in fact, if you get to a point where you get like 500 followers, they all want to follow you and you're cool like that, like in the industry kind of being cool. So I don't know if their coolness goes deeper than work and entertainment, right? And if, I don't think this was a joke. Maybe she got in her feelings for a minute, then put that out, and then she realized, okay, I shouldn't have done this, and then she tried to make a joke out of it.
Well, it reached out to her.
because that was really overboard, and she was saying he wasn't funny, and I love that so many people came out to say that, I mean, Bovi is really funny. You cannot come out to say he's not. And talking about her backside, I have not heard the joke. I wasn't in the event where this joke was said. I've asked to see the clip, but I think the clip is not out yet.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything he would say that most of us did not see. Okay. So I think she should just be comfortable.
But she said, well, I like the fact that she's still supporting Soulja, saying that he got it right the first time.
He did not get it right the first time.
How do you know?
I don't understand. Did you see it? She was, I mean, when we're looking at pictures,
I think it was the
different. I'm not talking about picture. No.
Okay.
We saw her live on stage, and what was the show again? Event, was it MBGN or something, where she co-hosted with IK?
Okay, IK.
Right, so
yes,
that was where everybody knew that, okay, this was not just picture, that there was problem.
But I'm not going to lie to you, I was at the Sun Man of the Year, and when I saw Toke, she was
now, she has, the doctor has become a G, so
guys,
give it to the doctor.
Let's leave it there. We need to move on to our next story. Yes, up for conversation right now, Fox renews Empire without Jussie Smollett's character. Okay, so I like the fact that they've kept the contract open, isn't it? So
just in case they need a black gay man.
No, I don't think so. I think they're waiting. They're probably waiting. to see how things turn out, you know,
yeah,
because...
they said we've been told that Jussie will not be on Empire in the beginning of the season, but he appreciates they have extended his contract to keep Jamal's future open.
So what they're doing is, I think they're keeping it open because, you know, these guys penned a letter, you know, saying that they want to keep him, blah, blah, blah. But I think they, on the other hand, don't want to yet completely agree. They're waiting to see how things develop. Yes. So they said, okay, in the beginning...
Waiting.
Sorry, what?
The cast are the ones waiting. According to Fox, which is in charge of Empire, left to them, without that open letter, they'll probably let Jamal
come back on.
Jussie go. They'll let him go.
That's what I'm saying. That's
so
what I'm saying.
yeah, I know. I'm saying they're opening this contract just to be diplomatic, so we don't look like...
No, I don't think it's diplomacy. I think, as I said, you know, that they're waiting to see how things develop. If things turn out to be very negative for Jussie, they're going to cancel him out. Did you guys see
Donald Trump's backlash on Jussie recently?
Yes, we saw it. We talked about it.
Oh, okay, I was absent, right?
It's not just about them being open for the sake of him, right? I think it's a case of how strong the character Jamal Lyon is on Empire. I mean, if it was just a character that could easily be killed and nobody will figure it out, whether they pen 200 letters, nobody's going to care. They will really.
But you know what it means? That is like you're on probation. Like, okay, if we need you, we call you. Now, he doesn't have a steady job. As far as this is concerned, he doesn't have a steady job because, okay, your contract is open, but it doesn't mean that for the next 6 episodes, we are going to use the Jamal Lyon.
I have a strong feeling. Maybe not in the first 6, probably the 7th. He's probably going to come back and he's going to.
He's lost a lot of money already. So what's the point?
For Empire.
Yeah, but he's lost a lot of money.
Let's see how this plays out.
And then he will be making more money for Empire instead, and he wouldn't be making a lot for himself.
If he is coming back on that show for any reason,
a lot of people will tune in.
For any reason, he will be paid. If he won't be paid,
yeah, he will be more.
Because trust me, this is going to be a case of. You've been watching all the episodes, you've missed, I mean, Jamal sings awesomely well, right? You've missed all that, and they tell you on season 7 he's coming back.
Yeah.
He knows what, if he really did this for clout, right? He knows what him coming back on that show will mean for the show, and trust me, he's going to.
And they also know.
All right, guys, we need to go on a break.
How this plays out. I'm not Fox, so I just want to enjoy the show.
Let's go on that break. Let's go on that break. When we come
back,
it'll be time for news on Soulja Boy and Two-Face. Keep it here. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofi.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere. It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We're swiftly moving on to our next story. Soulja Boy has been sent to jail for 240 days after violating probation. Okay, so let me come to you first, Ife.
Come on, man. You've been coming to me first, man.
No, I want Elsie to speak on the next story.
I don't like to come first. I like to come last, but let's come to me first now. So, like I was saying, why you guys? Get your minds out of the gutter, people.
Even much more funny. Oh, good heavens! All right, so Ife, without the play on words, what should we do to you first? Okay, go on.
Let me speak first. Okay, so Soulja Boy. I like the fact that he's managed to stay out of jail even with his previous crime records and all of that. But he's been able to stay out of jail. He's been doing probation, even had probation for 5 years. Like, who gets that's like a lot of privilege for you to get, and then you now abuse it. Do you understand? Now, you violated your probation by the whole thing started with you having a loaded firearm in a very public place. Do you understand? And then now they now found the firearm at your house again. So he's going to be going to jail for 240 days and 265 days of probation as well. So, but they are lenient in the sense that he's been in custody since April 11th, so they're going to subtract the 40 days which he has spent before his trial. So he's going to be spending like
220 or 2?
No, 200.
So just 200, yeah?
Yeah, they take it because it's 240 days, so he's taking just 200 days. And that's like how many months?
200.
Yeah.
200? I'm your calculator now.
No, but I think he's actually got 240 because they have taken all this you're saying in consideration already.
No,
so
they're removing
taking
the
all
40.
that is 240. It was supposed to be like 280 or so.
It was 240, then 265 days of probation, and they're taking out
check that again, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Elsie, before we wrap up, what's your take on it? Do you think...
Have fun in jail.
Oops.
I mean, it's probably like a cool lifestyle for them now. So
I think it's going to get violated in jail, though.
You know, he had like an interview where he gave, I think early this year, where he talked about how he wanted to make a movie out of his life, create some good business entrepreneurial move. But right now, all that has to be on hold, and we wish him well. And we'll wait to have you at the other side of next year.
Okay. All right, let's move on to our next story
now. Other side
of
next year, you will come out this year.
240 days.
Like 6 months now, or 7 months.
It's still next year.
It's not next year,
like
it's the end of this year.
Anyway, we are not in jail together. I don't need to calculate it. It's fine, it'll be fine.
Oh, guys, I wanted us to move to our next story, but unfortunately we don't have time. So we're going to wrap things up here, right now. Join us this afternoon for the latest entertainment news. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors, Elsie and Ife, the entire production team as well, and our stylists, courtesy of Kudi's Empire and Liz Harrison, and of course, Bukky November, who was here earlier on to talk about her interview with Tonto Dikeh. I'm Toke Makinwa saying thanks for watching, and from all of us here, have a good morning.